Well, hello everyone and welcome to Friday Sews. If you'd like to see my 3 makes for the week, one of them being a toile. I know, can you believe it? I made a toile. Stay tuned. Well, hello everyone. I'm Deb and this is DB Designs and Sewing Australia. This week I have managed to make 3 garments. One of them I just made this morning because it was so quick. Now the first make I made this week was the Lenny dress by Seamwork. Just got a bit of a cup of tea here today. Now the Lenny dress used to be called the Neenah dress. That is the dress here. It's now called the Lenny dress and it's by Seamwork. And it really has quite a deep neck. Well, a neck band, or they're calling it a turtleneck dress, but it's really very, very high. And so you can either turn it down twice or 3 times, or you can scrunch it up. And I made that in a Ponte that I got from the Dahlia Sewciety, and the colour is called Lagoon. Beautiful fabric to work with. This just overlocks so well, really so well. So you can see how high the funnel neck is, and in the photos I've really just got it sort of turned down a bit and scrunched up. And I'm actually wearing it with a belt that I found that I had probably 9 or 10 years ago, and I just had to punch another hole in it a really long way from where the last one was, and I got it to fit me. So I've got a black one and I actually usually wear it with a belt too. The only problem is that I don't really have a jacket I can wear with it because I don't like the look of a coat that's knee length and a dress that's longer. So I usually opt for a denim style jacket to go with it. But I think I'll wear this on Father's Day and I won't need to wear a jacket because it's quite a thick wintry fabric. Really beautiful fabric, as you'll see from the photos. Really, this is a very flattering dress, and so it's not bodycon at all. It's actually got a lot of room around the hips and the waist and the bum, so it's not ultra tight. Let's see, I've got makeup on it already, and so when I put it on I need to use a scarf method so that I don't get makeup on it. Let's see, it's all over it. So that was my first make. Really pleased with it. It was the one where I couldn't decide if I was going to make the Camille dress by Style Arc, which has got a piece in it that sort of hangs on the bias, like an insert piece. But I really didn't know if the Ponte was going to be too heavy and drag the dress down by having a bias piece. So I opted to make the Lenny because I knew that I would wear it, because I wear my black one. It's just starting to go a little bit pilly. So really happy with that. Now the other thing I made this morning that I whipped up was the Blackwood cardigan. Now, even though this pattern says it's view B, it's actually view A that I made. So the longer style one, but I didn't put any pockets in it because I thought, you know what, if it's got pockets in it, I'm going to put my hands in it and then they're going to be stretched and ruined. And it's really quite a lightweight fabric. Now, this is the Brushed Waffle Knit from Lush Fabrics. And I'm not sure if this is going to go pilly enough. I actually made the sleeves quite long so they come down onto the top of my hands, which is how I wanted it to be, as it's a cardigan. And I can't believe I haven't made this cardigan before. It's a lovely pattern, and I made it this morning and it took an hour, and that included cutting out. So the only thing I would say is, when you're doing the bottom edge, be very careful that your edges meet correctly here in the front, and then you actually top stitch that down. So that's actually top stitched down. Now, I didn't have any Mariflex thread in the grey, so I just top stitched it down with my normal machine on a large stitch. And it seems fine. Really, really nice cardigan. Fast make. Doesn't have any closures in the front, so you've got no buttonholes or ties or anything else to hold it together. So it really just sits down the front like this. Now, I made a size 14. Oh, I should have said in the Lenny, I actually measured the other dress that I had because I remember that I took it in several times. I must have originally made the extra large in the Lenny, and I had cut it down to a medium, so I made the medium and it fits perfectly because I didn't want it to be too tight. So this is, it's a really nice pattern. And the fabric's really nice. It's not terribly heavy. So hopefully when it stops being windy in Victoria, I'll get a bit of wear out of it. And in the photos, I've just got it on with a singlet top over tracksuit pants, which is probably how I'd wear a cardigan. But any sort of, I could wear this over any of my polar neck jumpers that I've got, all the Trudy turtlenecks that I've got. So if you're looking for a really quick make in a knit fabric, I would highly recommend this. I think everybody else has probably already made one. What am I wearing? I am wearing the Anita Ponte pants by Tzuchi in the heathered navy brush tri-blend French terry that I bought from Lush Fabrics in Western Australia. And because this is sort of already got a texture to it, I thought it would actually pill. I have worn this tracksuit so much, and I've washed it once, didn't put it in the dryer though, and it hasn't gone pilly at all, where you expect it might go pilly, like on the front of your boobs or under the arms. It's not gone pilly at all, so it may last quite a while. Really happy with this because it's so comfortable. And the top is the Unwind top by Pattern Emporium. Is Unwind Pattern Emporium? Yes, it is. And I made that in a 12. Now, the other exciting thing that I made, and I made a toile. Can you believe it? I actually made a toile. I made a toile of the Duplantier Dress by Elbe Textiles. Now, this is the dress that Kristen made from the deluxe bespoke box that was an ode to Stevie Nicks, and the box was called Belladonna. So I needed to make a toile because I thought I need to make this dress fit because I am absolutely in love with that fabric. I'll just get the fabric. So if you remember, this is the fabric. All washed and ready to go, but I needed to make a toile of the dress. And I made a size D, and I actually based that on the finished measurements. And this is view A, and it's the CD cup. So you can get a B cup or you can get a CD cup. And this is just some poly shirting gingham that I had in my stash. I was never going to use it for anything else. I thought, you know what, I'll just make up the Duplantier dress and see how it fits, especially through the bust and under the arms. So this is view A with 10 centimeters added onto the sleeve at the shorten and lengthen line. So the sleeves come to about here, shorten and lengthen lines are there. So it actually makes the sleeve slightly about this much wider, I think, overall. But really, really happy with the pattern. I also added 30 centimeters to the dress because when you look at this pattern, it's actually quite a short dress I thought that would hardly even come to my knees, and I am short. So, oh, it says it's a baby doll style dress with 2 different sleeve options. So you could go for the other sleeve option, but I went for this sleeve option. So the sleeve was much more bell shaped. They're calling it that. Just there's 2 different sleeve options. It's not calling it a bell shape, but it looks like a bell shaped sleeve to me. So I just extended that at the shorten and lengthen lines by 10 centimeters, and I lengthened the dress by 30 centimeters. Now this is the same information that Kristen from the Dahlia Sewciety gave me, or gave everyone, because when she modelled it, she told us what she did. It's a really, really nice front. Now, because it was a toile, and I'm not ever actually going to wear it, I didn't understitch it. I haven't hemmed the sleeves. I haven't hemmed the bottom of it. I did use the overlocker, but, you know, not in the right colour thread. And the other thing I did notice is that you're going to be able to see inside this sleeve because hasn't got elastic in it. So I was going to, when I do the real one, I'm going to French seam the sleeves, because this fabric is white on the inside. So you don't get to see the overlocking, I'm going to French seam the sleeves. The fit is perfect, and if you did have a fabric that was the same on the wrong side as it was on the right side, or you were going to make the sleeves in chiffon or any of that sort of thing, I was actually thinking that you could, this is the sleeve, so it sits up on your shoulder like this. I was thinking that you could extend this corner here out to about there. So when you put your hand down, it would come down to like here and come back up on an angle, and then it would drape down and look really, really good. But you would really need because you would be able to clearly see the whole inside of the sleeve, probably up to your elbow, you really would need to have a fabric that was the same on the inside as it is on the outside. It's not going to look that great if your fabric was white on the inside, you know, and that's just the way fabric's printed, because that will be heat printed. I used to work for a printing company that printed on fabric, so fabric signage. So I don't know that the dress would be that great in a linen, which you can get a lot of linens and 100% cottons that are yarn dyed, which means that the thread that the fabric is made up from is actually dyed prior to the fabric being woven. So naturally, it is the same on the inside and the outside, which is where things like shot fabric and denim and all of that sort of thing comes from, is because your denim is blue and white threads weft and warp, and that's the way those things are made. And shot fabric's the same. So you have shot fabric where when you turn it into certain lights, some's green and some's pink, or some's blue and some's green, it is also dyed before it's woven, and then the fabric's woven. So that's where that comes from. It's a bit of fabric trivia for you. But this dress, really, really happy. I love the way it fits in the bust. And the V-neck is low, but you can't see your bra in it. Can't wear a singlet top, which I usually wear under everything, but you can't see your bra in it. And it's quite a narrow V, so it's not way out here. It's really up closer to your neck, or closer to the inside of your neck. So really lovely fit. I didn't know how I would go with a dress that this is not designed to go completely under your bust, so it sort of sits part of the way through your bust, but really happy with it. So I'm really excited to make up that other dress. So that's what I've been doing this week, because I actually took my time and made it. I even popped the pockets in it. The only thing I could say is I think the pockets are quite high. Something I've never suffered from before because I'm short and my arms are short. But I might try the dress on again a few more times before I decide if I will lower the pocket or not. But that's really just a matter of putting a notch or a marking a little bit lower on the backs and the fronts so that you can insert your sleeve lower. And it has the tie back, so you can pull it in a little bit firmer, but I think I left my tie pretty loose. Really happy with it. Really nice dress. That was a great choice, Kristen, to let me copy off. So that's what I've been up to this week. What have I got coming up next? Well, making my Belladonna dress. So I think that's it. Just about for my wintry sewing. I now need to think about, and I can see that beautiful fabric I've got there for the matchy perfect puff sleeve top. Not best puff sleeve top, perfect puff sleeve top, which is a lawn because it just holds its shape better. And my linen blend white pants, the tulip dress by So Different Patterns, and I believe So Different are bringing out some new patterns in September, which is in a couple of days' time. But anyway, that's all from me this week. So quite frankly, I have no idea what I'm going to be sewing. Not that I'm ever going to run out of things to sew. I'm going to make this dress because this will be a fabulous spring dress. Now we do get some sun and some days are quite warm, but my word, it's been windy. And it's only slightly blowing a gale today. So everybody have a fabulous Father's Day. If you're in Australia, or it's Father's Day here on Sunday. And please like and subscribe. I will talk to you all next week. And in the meantime, I'll think of some more things to make. I can see a lot of fabric in there, so must be something I should be making. And thinking about what I'm going to make for frock tails. Everybody have a fabulous week. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.